Oh, I'm actually live? Whoops. Hey, if anybody's there. I thought I had to hit go live, but I was going to get a drink. Oh, funny. Wow, sorry about that. I guess I'll get started. Hair looks crazy because my background is like removing pieces of my hair. Really nice. But... So hello everyone. Impromptu live stream that I didn't expect to do, but here I am. Figured I'd play something on my Switch to ease the burden on my computer. I'm going to monitor myself here.
I've forgotten what the sun looks like.
Not what the sun looks like.
We should go on vacation.
Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny.
Dragon Shores.
I still quote it like it was the original though, so. And I am wearing a Spyro shirt. That's fun.
Last one there's a Nork.
Last one there is in fact a Nork. I love that this is in Stone Hill. I kind of like don't process that really. It's kind of crazy.
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more
More
adjustments to
these orbs and
Maybe
yeah, see, I just can't. It's forever embedded in my head.
Calm down, Hunter, and
The
stop
old style.
fidgeting.
But you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, and teeth like this, and they can spit fire like this.
I love that in the old one that he actually just goes puh, like verbally.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
You know it.
It's working. It's working.
Yeah, sorry guys. I don't know how long people were here that I was just like absent. I also called my cat rude because he was eating my leftovers. So, sorry if you heard that.
Hi, which
way's the
beach? Hey,
Not this way, buddy.
staring.
Can you imagine?
Ever seen a dragon before?
Can you imagine
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that?
trying to go on
pussycat?
vacation and getting intercepted?
Well.
Hey Clifton!
Someone forgot to invite me to
Favorite
the party.
in-name streamer. You know what? If I could secure just one level of alphabet like that, I'd be happy. What's up? How's it going? How have you been?
A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalon?
I'm trying to stream stuff that doesn't tax my computer, so I'm using my capture card. And I realized that I didn't know I could stream Reignited because I never really thought about using my capture card. And I was not going to try to run it on PC and stream because my computer would like cry. But now that I realize I can stream Reignited, that's pretty cool. I think I did Spyro 1 already once, but 2's my fave, so I had to bring it out.
That was Ripto, and we have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain.
See,
Take this magic guide to Avalon.
I miss
It'll help you begin to
the way they
understand our
used to say
worlds.
the stuff.
Right
It sounded
now, I
dramatic,
have to
but
follow
like
Ripto
I
and see
liked
what
it.
he's
This
up
sounds
to.
more
I'll meet
natural,
you in Summer Forest, okay?
but it messes
Hey,
with
wait a
me
minute.
a lot.
How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
Now, Sparks, you can't really mess up the way he talks. Just Alright, apparently I'm green with the pride glasses. So, cool, we'll take it. It's the only bad thing about streaming from my Switch is I love to use mod skins. And, well, you know. Hey, Blade of Sun! New sleep schedule, Dylan says. 11 to 4. Man, so you're cool with getting, what, I'm bad at math. That's like 5 hours of sleep? Okay, but you sleep, like, take a nap when you get home. I think that's fair. Oh no. My cat is in its crinkle thing, but you actually can't hear that, because I don't think, because I have a, probably when I'm talking you can, but I have noise gate on. I tried to do that for recording because it kind of messes with the mic quality sometimes, but I like to do it for streaming because we have an outdoor dog that barks a lot. But Blade of Sun, what's up? How are you? Yeah, Dylan, that's one thing that really irritates me about my body is, I feel like I need, I don't feel like I do need 8 hours. Like, I can do okay on 7, but anything less than that, I feel awful. But I also hate having to sleep because it feels like a waste of time. That sounds bad. It's not like in a I'm stressed way, it's in a there's a lot of stuff I want to do way, and I wish I had more time to do it, I guess. Better than the last few days. Well, Blade of Sun, I hope whatever has been going on, that you're okay. You want to talk about it publicly, you're more than welcome to, but I hope everything's okay. Sounds like if it's doing better, then that's a good sign that you're on the up and up. Hope you haven't been sick or anything like that, because that's never fun. But super happy to have you here. Let's see. Dylan says, essentially it's slightly less sleep, focusing on quality instead of quantity. That's a good point. This angers me spending a third of my life sleeping. That's funny, because that's exactly what I was ranting about, probably, when you sent this message. Kupo Crunch, what's up? What is up? How's it going? Yeah, I didn't totally intend to be here, but I am, so. And I play really sloppy when I stream because I have squirrel brain. So when I'm like interacting with the chat, I'm like, where am I? Right now?
Thank you, Mr. Dragon. Spyro?
Yes, spontaneous stream. That's usually how I stream. I want to be the YouTuber who plans streams, or who has a specific night that I do streams. I'm not that person. I have a schedule for my edited and recorded videos, so I'm hoping that makes up for the spontaneity of the streaming. Only a cold. Hey, colds can suck though, so I personally am a big baby when I get a cold. But I'm glad it wasn't anything worse than a cold. That's always good. It's kind of annoying to get colds right now because, I don't know, like I actually got one after I went to a con last year in August. I had never had a cold during the summer before, ever. I always had them during fall and winter. But, yeah, I was so mad. I was like, seriously? And I finally understood what people meant when they said they had the con crud. Yeah, it's not fun. Oh my goodness! 2:30 in the UK! Yeah, that makes sense though. Because it's 9:30 here, and you guys, I have a lot of pals in the UK, and I think for most people it's like 5 hours ahead of my time zone, so that checks out. But thank you so much, that's awesome. I appreciate you stopping by. Love getting to talk to you guys, it's awesome. Like I was saying earlier, it'd be nice if I was the type of person who scheduled these things, but alas, you know. I almost always am able to stream on Sundays, whether it's like Sunday morning or Sunday night, unless just something's going on or it's busy, but weekdays, I never to, but I like to when I can. I actually recorded, you'll be happy about this, Upo, I recorded another Crash fan game part today, and Lord have mercy, it got the best of me. The level I did actually went super well. I didn't die, which means I got a flashback tape. Really excited about that. And then I was like, I checked the menu or whatever, and I was like, oh, there's more here. Like, there was just the Crash creator thing and flashback tapes, but this time it had like fan created stuff. I don't know if I did an update to the game or what. But I did one of the fan-made levels, and don't underestimate those. I actually game overed, and then I decided that I was giving up, so it should be a funny edit. Which I kind of go for humor with my Crash stuff, because I'm not amazing. Like, I could probably whip out Warped and do pretty good, because it's like my favorite, and it's my OG. But collectively, I'm not amazing at Crash. Thank you, I appreciate that you feel like I'm getting better. You will see in that next level, like I said, I didn't die, but I did with the fan level, so. I don't know if I want to do this minigame or not. I'm really bad to skip around and not do this stuff when I stream, so let's try it. Why not?
Nice shooting.
Can't see for me, but that's 1 out of 6 lizards. And you know what? For some reason, I didn't process until recently. I'm talking like a few days ago. I did not process that those lizards are the same lizards in the Spyro 3 skate arena. I don't know where my head has been this whole time, because you guys know how obsessed I am with Spyro. Didn't realize that. I don't know why it didn't hit me. Oh, thank you so much. I love trying to learn to edit, because, so truthfully, let me tell you guys a little tidbit. I am a writer, and my full-time job is a senior copywriter at a marketing company. So I'm not an editor by trade, so I've been teaching myself how to edit. I mean, I've always been able to kind of do it, I guess, since 2018, I think, when I was in the speedrunning tournament. I got on YouTube, and that's when I started Toasting Norks Talking Mental Health, which were super minimal edits, right? Like, you're just cutting, you know, cutting and putting an intro, outro, whatever, and that's it. But we do a lot of reels and stuff at work, and my design partner is the one who makes them. But I feel like inspired by seeing a lot of video content and always looking at video content. So, now that I'm out of college forever, I finally got my master's degree, I had time to pick up a hobby, and I was like, you know what? YouTube. I should get back into YouTube, because I do content creation all the time for work. Why not do it for myself? With stuff that, like, I enjoy. And so that's how I got here. Long story short, my favorite part about editing is humor, because I love, like, memeing stuff and just being silly. So I'm really glad, long-winded way of saying I'm really glad that you like the edit style of my Crash videos, because that's my favorite thing to do is be silly. But I actually have a video coming out tomorrow that I am immensely proud of. It is different than anything I have done so far, okay? It's completely different. I'll give y'all a little heads up. It's a top 10 styled video. And I did everything for it myself. I wrote the script, I recorded the footage. Oh! Sorry guys, hold on, my camera just quit. Love that. It's been doing this, it'll just like freak out and then quit. Give me 1 second and I'll see if I can get it to fix itself. I don't know why this happens. I have a new camera is the annoying part. Let's see here. I don't know if the camera's gonna fix itself, guys. I think it might be kind of dead for now. Well, while I work on that, I'll finish what I was saying. So, yes. So it is a top 10, like, favorites styled video. And it took a lot of work. I did, like I said, everything for it, so it was pretty intense. I don't know what's wrong. I'm wondering if this... Let's see. Try plugging my camera in a different port. And then trying it. It sucks. I may not be able to get the camera back on, to be honest. Which is whatever, I guess. But, this happened to me yesterday. It hasn't happened today until now, and I've, like, recorded and stuff. Yeah, it will not come back on. That's cool. It's acting like it's just not a thing anymore. I don't know what's wrong with it. Kinda sucks. I thought that it may have been, something to do. Thought it may have been something to do with, OBS, but it actually, like, was so bad that, yeah, I don't know, we just may not have camera for a little bit. It was so bad that, like, it just won't come back on until I restart OBS or the computer, which I don't want to do when I'm live streaming because that will jack up my live stream. So, yeah. Yeah, honestly, it could be OBS. But my computer yesterday was, like, trying to diagnose my camera and all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, I didn't know anything was wrong with it. Like, the cord looks fine. But I think I don't know, I think it's my computer more than it is the camera, but I have a brand new one I bought last year, and I wasn't into YouTube at the time, and, we're just gonna get out of here, because I'm in, like, broken focus mode. But I got a brand new one, and it's, like, it's also Logitech. I've got the Logitech 1080 right now, but I bought, like, a 4K one, I think. And I misplaced it because I wasn't doing YouTube at the time, and I have absolutely no idea what happened to it. So that's cool. In the meantime, I'm gonna see if I can figure out all this cutscene's going on. Dylan said, came across a post talking about L at the end of names. No, L is a powerful name. Oh, you know what? Okay. I'll take it. I will take it. I won't argue with that.
Oh no. Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
I'll let this play, guys, while I play with the camera.
I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Classic.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
Well, there are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical.
You know, to me it should be, and they are all magical.
They can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
Oh, I got a little lost.
Spyro's gonna help us collect the talismans.
I am?
He is.
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep
No
track of
cameras
your running
found.
shoes. How can we
Beautiful. I love
trust
when
you
I
with
plug something in
14
and it says it's not
talismans?
there. Isn't that cute?
If you come across any orbs,
Oh,
they're
this sucks on the
important
stream. I mean, it's
But I'll tell
fine.
you
People
about them
stream without
later.
cameras all the time. I just think
Okay,
it makes
no
it more
problem.
personable. I
I'll
think it's
collect a
fun.
few talismans,
Um,
give Ripto the old hotfoot, and be in Dragon
but I
Shores by
guess-
lunchtime.
Huh. Yeah, oh well. Alright guys, we're going without camera so I can actually talk to y'all. Let's see here. So, back to the chat. Oh, let's make sure that we're on classic. Let's turn on original. That's fun, right? You know what? Actually, real quick, I gotta tell you something funny. I got dinged on It was a okay copyright, but I got a copyright on my Summer Forest thing because it's trying to say it's a song by, like, somebody who made, like, this winter music track, and I thought it was really funny that it thinks that, like, I didn't even get a copyright strike for the game music, I got a copyright strike for the wrong song. So I had to dispute it, and I have no idea if that's gonna work or not. But anyway, Kupo, to answer your question, what made me get back into YouTube? So, I think, and you're not spamming the comments, I'm so glad somebody's talking and wants to talk to me. I think that's awesome. That's the whole point, right?
This is the home called Summer Forest.
So,
There are
I honestly think it was a mix of finally having, like, downtime. Being happy at my job is a big thing, because, I really enjoy my job. It's completely creative driven, which, weirdly enough, you would think, you know, that might wear me out, but it actually makes me, like, it inspires me, I guess. So I think it kind of, it made me realize that, like, I had the ability to kind of build a community, albeit small, you know, and also, like, this is really good for my mental health. Like, Spyro is my mental health crutch. It's like the safe place that I go to, because it reminds me of, like, what, the best time of my life, right? Being a little kid, and just the mystery and magic of, like, growing up with this stuff, because it was honestly kind of mind-boggling, and we were, like, the first generation to really experience games that felt real. Even if, I mean, yeah, like, this is loads more realistic than classic, but it
Very good.
didn't feel that way at the time. Like, to me, Spyro looked like this when I was a kid, because that's just how amazing it looked. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so yeah, that's a long way of saying that that's probably what brought me back. Another thing is I dealt with, like, some inappropriate behaviors from people my first round, and it was kind of, well, I don't know how to get into it without being too deep, but, like, in a way it was triggering for, like, certain PTSD issues I have. It was also a problem for me because I didn't know how to set boundaries with people back then, whereas now I've been in therapy for a long time, and I don't give a crap. Like, if somebody's gonna be weird, I'm just not gonna put up with it. But back then I felt like I was being, like, mean to people, so that also kind of pushed me away from the tube back in the day. But yeah. Hey, Ms. H, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, my camera just decided that it's not recognized, so I guess I'm VO today. I might try to plug it back in again later and, see if it decides to be a thing, but it's been doing this to me the past few days, and that's a problem, so. And it sucks. I was talking earlier about how I actually have, like, a brand new 4K Logitech camera, and, I don't know where it is. Like, it just disappeared, which is ridiculous, because I have a very small house, and there are only so many places it could be, but yeah, it's just missing. Why do my cats like to just come in here and start scratching things when I'm trying to stream? But yeah, I don't know what happened to my camera. It'll just, like, flash, because, like, mine has, like, a light on it. And it'll flash, and then my face will freeze, and it just disappears, which is, like, awesome. I'm sure it froze at, like, a really great pose. It is very liberating. Yeah, I love it. Spyro equals inner child, literally. Literally. It's just, I don't know, man. I always go back to it. I love Zelda too, but I can't relax and play Zelda. You know what I mean? Like, Spyro, I can play this without thinking. I can just kind of roam around, collect things. If I don't want to do mini games, I can skip them. I don't have to. But I don't have to think about it in the way that I do with Zelda. So even though Zelda is incredibly nostalgic for me, it's not, like, relaxing. I like to put people's videos on of, like, them, like, their ambience videos and stuff of Zelda. I have that stuff going all the time. Stardew Valley, Zelda. I'm making my own Spyro ones because I don't feel like there are enough of them out there. But yeah. Resonate with that so much. Mental health content you make has actually been a gravitational pull for me. Oh, good. See, I'm so glad. That's always kind of been, it was my like niche when I started. I've like grown a lot since I started them, so I took some of them down, but I did leave some of them because I think they're important to show growth, you know? But the main reason I did it was because I felt like one of my biggest problems in life was realizing that like I never spoke up for myself growing up. And when I got older, I finally realized like, whoa, this is a problem. I got really angry and really sick and really unhealthy because I held things in that I should not have, and I allowed people to like, you know, be ways to me that they should not have, and that's why I started Toasting Orcs Talking Mental Health, because it was a safe like outlet for me. And now that I'm older and I've been, you know, working through mental health stuff more, I feel like I have even more like clarity and perspective when I do them, and they're a lot easier for me because I'm less nervous about opening up. So yeah, anyway, big tangent about mental health. It's the main reason I actually started YouTube. And you know, I know, why is my charge button not working? That was weird. I know some people might think it's weird to like talk about mental health while playing Spyro. I actually did get some troll comments on one of my shorts being like, cringe, and I'm like, your username has cheese in it, F off, like, what the frick. But for the most part, I've just got so many people saying positive things about it that I'm like, yeah, it's worth it. I don't care if people think it's cringy. Also, I'm getting some severe lag right now with my Switch, which is really weird because I usually don't have that problem on the Switch. I wonder if my controller's dying. That could be the problem. Yeah, my jump is not working. This is weird, bro. What the heck? Computer's fine, so we'll know what that's about. But anywho, Ms. H says, I watched your summer forest ambience while studying today. Oh, that makes me so happy. Spyro noises plus the music is very comforting. See, I love that. I love that other people feel that way, because that's why I started making them, because I wanted more of that and I didn't feel like there was enough. Guys, I promise I'm not bad at Spyro. My Joy-Con is really lagging. But yeah, I wanted more of that myself. And I thought, you know, if I make this and nobody likes it, worst case scenario, I can listen to it. And don't think I don't. I know that's totally dorky and cheesy, but I kind of made it for me also. Yeah, I always keep something on in the background. I have tinnitus really bad in my right ear because I have like eustachian tube dysfunction and TMJ and all kinds of really boring health things I won't bore you with, but I cannot stand silence. So that is something I have to keep on constantly. I think I saw some spiritual stuff too. Awesome. It's incredible how transparent you are about your inner state. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I don't think I don't like
The Yeti was tougher than that.
like
Guess he was.
what's a way to explain it? I don't hesitate to do it, because I do, and sometimes I get that like regret after I'll post certain things. Not all of them. A lot of them I feel confident in, but some of them I'm like, oh, I really said that. I really told the world that. I really said that publicly. But I've always found that, you know, like I grew up thinking a lot of the things I dealt with, I was like the only one in the world that dealt with it. And I realized that actually, the more you talk about those things, the more you realize you're like so far from being alone. You're actually, you know, a lot of people feel that way. So that's kind of how I feel about that series. It's like, this stuff is hard, but it's even harder for those who like feel like they're alone, and then we can all kind of connect on Spyro. I think for me, the reason I play it while I talk is because, I mean, I could just as easily have like a podcast or something, but playing it opens me up and it relaxes me because it's my safe place. So I can come here and like talk about things in my safe place, which is Spyro. Yeah, it's like a whole thing. Yeah, cringe at that part of yourself that cringes. Amen. Amen. Yeah, I mean, I kind of expect to get stuff like that, especially the more subscribers I get, it's gonna happen, and I'm just trying to prepare myself for it and try to respond to it with humor. I think I'll either just delete the really shitty comments or like kind of be a smartass and be funny and cheeky and like not take it too seriously, because it's inevitable, it's gonna happen, you know? Yeah. A lot of us are cut from the same cloth, yeah. PS1 platformers have always been a safe haven for me personally, I love that. Yeah, it's not even like... Because, I mean, it's not just Spyro, it's just that that's like the main one, but that whole era is comforting, so I completely feel you. I completely feel you. Oh, I just fell off of that looking at the chat, guys. I'm so bad. I'm also worse at Reignited than I am Classic, by the way. I can play Classic, like, in my sleep. But the controls of Reignited, especially on Switch, are, like, rough. I'm actually gonna see if I can play my camera. Because it works. It probably won't, so I'm not gonna get too excited, but... worth a shot. Yeah, no, it doesn't even pick it up as a thing, bro. This is crazy. Crazy. Like, finagling. And just, like, there's a loose wire or something. It's really weird. Seems to be something with the computer, but... I don't know. Might just have to buy me a new one. Even though I have one that I can't find. Yeah, no, I suck at playing this on the Switch. I'm a little bit better with PlayStation controller. I love that it is easy for you to play them, son. I wish it was for me. I just feel... I think it's the placement of the buttons. I think I'm just... You know, my brain is wired for it to be triangle, X, square, circle. Any big plans for celebrating the upcoming 500 subscriber milestone? You know what? I've thought about that. That is a pretty good one, right? Oh, there's a cat fight. There's a cat fight. Please excuse me, let me fix this really quick. Okay, apologies. A few of my cats aren't big fans of each other and they just had a face-off standoff, but I have thought about doing a stream, but I'm like curious if I should do something like unique or different for the celebration. Sorry, I'm like losing my voice. Or if I should just die. Wow, okay. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I haven't. Do you guys have any ideas? If you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to do something really creative with the stream sometime. I haven't gotten brave enough to do it yet. I've looked up like some interactive ideas that people do and ways that they make like the audience more involved and like different stuff like that, but yeah, I'd love to have suggestions. I probably will do a live stream to celebrate. I will confirm that. But I just don't know what theme I'll do, or if I'll do something different, or if I'll just be boring and classic. And hopefully it happens. I mean, it's been coming up quick. I had, I think I had 490 this morning, and I have 494. So, I feel like I get a few a day, roughly, which has been pretty cool. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Rayman, listen, Koopa Crunch, you're going to... like totally make fun of me. I have never played Rayman and I don't know why, because it looks like something that would like be right up my alley. I'm scared to do hockey right now, so I'm gonna take a break and maybe we can do hockey later. Hey Zenlore, what's up? Yes, cat fight rar. My camera shit the bed. It's not actually broken, but something weird's with my computer where, like, if it turns off, it just won't pick it back up again unless I restart. And, I don't want to restart because I don't want to have to end the stream and go through all that nonsense just to fix the camera that will probably turn off again. So that's why my camera is not on, which is silly and annoying. I feel so impersonal right now. But Zenlore, how are you? How was your day? Tell me about your day. Tell us about your day. Right now we are green Spyro with Pride glasses because I'm playing on the Switch. No mod skins, but that's okay. There are actually mod skins in that video that is coming out tomorrow. I was telling people earlier, Zenlore, that I took a stab at my first top 10 video, and it is very different from anything I've ever made. It's what I love to watch from other people, and I've always wanted to make my own, and so I did. I wrote a script, I recorded all the footage, I did the edit. Yeah, I did the whole 9 yards, and I'm really excited. I'm proud of how it turned out. It's only like 7 minutes, but I put like hours into it, so... Yeah, you're actually right, Kubo. Green Spyro is the prototype Spyro. It's Pete! We're playing as Pete the Dragon. Oh, steak and cheese sub sounds awesome. That was actually one of my favorites back when I ate beef. I did stop eating red meat, like, I think I was like 17 or 18. I stopped because of my stomach problems, and then now I'm just like so used to not doing it. It kind of weirds me out to do it again, but I do get this really good vegetarian steak. I know that sounds horrible, but it actually is good, and I love to do steak and cheese stuff. I'm not vegetarian, I eat poultry, but I just don't eat red meat. But I will say I liked steak way better than I liked burger when I ate beef, so steak was definitely where it was at. More expensive, of course, but alas. It was worth it. I did always have to eat mine well done though, because the pink freaks me out. How do you eat yours? Do you like... Oh, I forgot to pay for swim. Whoops. I hope you like it, Zenlore. I hope that it's... I hope that people like it, because it took a lot of time. I think if it goes over well, I want to continue making them. I just think I'm gonna, like, make them the minimal. Like, they're gonna kind of be the big project that I, like, you know, spend time on. Maybe do, like, one a month-ish versus, like, my Let's Plays, because it's just way easier to edit a Let's Play. Even with my, like, humor edits and stuff, it's still way faster than a video like that, because, so poultry is chicken, and, oh, fish is a similar word. It's like, I know they call people that eat fish, it's like pescatarian, and people that eat turkey and chicken are poultarians. Yes, Ms. H, yep. That is correct. So yeah, I eat a lot of chicken, grilled chicken, and I love turkey. I like turkey sandwiches and turkey wraps and that kind of thing. But no, the two get confused all the time. They're really similar. It's just, like, I wouldn't even call myself a poultarian if I was able to eat fish, but I'm actually kind of allergic to fish. Not like anaphylactic, but it makes me sick, and the doctors, when I was a kid, just told me... They told me I was allergic. I think it's just an intolerance for something in it, but, anyway, I don't eat seafood because it makes me sick, but I've never actually had the choice, so if I did, I'd probably eat it too. But alas, I do not. Although I will say that even if I could eat seafood, it would only be like fish, because, like, a lot of seafood freaks me out, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of gives me the weirds.
To aim the camera left or right, use the right stick.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Anything made with beans tastes awesome. They make, like these tortilla chips. I think they just call them bean chips, but those are like some of the best things I've ever tasted in my life. They're so good. I have to be like careful with how much I have, because I have like, I won't like get detailed, but I have stomach sensitivities. So my diet is annoyingly strict, but I do love things made out of beans. 100%.
If you ever want a permanent job, we've got a place for you here. But for the moment, I want you to have this talisman.
Yay. Do you guys have any, like, favorite foods or, like... It's like dorky to ask if you have dietary restrictions, but that too. I mean, I'm interested in those kinds of thoughts. As far as food goes, picking a favorite food is really hard for me. I think I kind of like talked about that some in my About Me video, but I love sweets. I try to limit sugar because I have really, really, really bad dental problems. I've had a lot of dental work done, so I've been really trying to take extra good care of my teeth, but I do love sweets. Like brownies and cookies type of sweets, but there's this brand called Chalk Zero that makes sugar-free chocolate, but it's like made with monk fruit, so it's not like harsh sweeteners and stuff, and it's like a healthy sweetener because it's natural. So anyway, I'm obsessed, and it has totally saved my teeth because I love chocolate. Love chocolate. Oh, my controller crapped out again. Oh, I bet it's because my Switch is like over to the right of me. I kind of forget about that when I'm playing on the computer. Let me move it closer. Vegemite just kind of plastical, ew. Yeah, a lot of it isn't good though, even here. The only stuff that I would recommend to people is the Beyond Steak pieces are really good. I don't like the Beyond Burgers. Impossible Burger is pretty good, depending on like how you season it and what you use it in. And none of the chicken ones are that great, but they are getting a little bit better with the chicken ones. The Wendy's Baconator. Bro, I used to get the Wendy's Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. I loved bacon with sandwiches. Like, all sandwiches, not just... Didn't have to just be burgers, it could be like the Chicken Bacon Ranch. Do you remember that one? Is that still a thing? That was good. Yeah, turkey bacon is really good. I do eat it, but to me it tastes more like ham than it tastes like bacon.
Look at that. The hula girl's ring dance blew up that idol like a Roman candle.
I will say,
Now
the one
I
good thing
can
about my
pursue
camera
that
being broken
dancing
right
career
now
I've
is,
dreamed of. Take this
I can
one.
like take a
It could
drink
help
and
you
look
go
stupid, not have
places.
to worry about it, so that's cool. But yeah, turkey bacon is good. See, I'm one of those people, I'm just honest about it. Like, I'm not gonna pretend it tastes like the real thing. But sometimes it tasting like its own thing is still good. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel about it. But, yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, the meat substitute I've had that tastes the most like what it's supposed to. I feel like Impossible Burger feels close to me, but I haven't had a real beef patty since I was, like, 17, so I could just be wildly misled. Cheddar burger. Culver's. See, I actually don't know. Is that a restaurant, like a fast food restaurant or a sit-down restaurant, or what is Culver's? Because we don't have that where I live. I've never seen one. I always like to hear about what people, like what restaurants and what different places people have, because like what grocery store do you guys go to? Drop your grocery store in the comments, please. It's a restaurant. Nice. Okay, I'll have to look it up. I love cheddar, so I would probably really like that. See, okay, I've heard of, is it Publix or Publix? Because I technically work for a company called, like, Publicis, and I used to think it was called Publicis, but people pronounce it Publicis, and I'm like, oh, whoops. I still say Publicis, honestly, but... Tesco. Okay, so you guys have all kinds of stuff that I do not have access to. I used to have to pick between Kroger, which has gotten outrageously expensive, and Walmart, which is just Walmart, you know, it's not like the best thing in the world. But lately, we have been going to Aldi, and I am a big fan and advocate for Aldi in the sense that the prices are very reasonable, and yeah. Short U for okay. Gotcha. So Publix. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've heard of that. But yeah, I do love Aldi. The only bad thing about Aldi is there are like a handful of things that they don't have that we like need. But we'll just like swing by Walmart and pick up like 4 or 5 things versus spending all the money at Walmart, and it's way cheaper. Oh, it's a cousin of Food Lion if you have those. Okay, I have seen Food Lion, but we don't have them locally. Like literally, so let me see if I can name off all the potential grocery stores that we have in my area. So there's Kroger, Walmart, Aldi. I don't know why I can't speak right now. And then we have Food Fair, which is usually like bought and then owned by somebody locally. Like the one in my town has a name. But it's technically a Food Fair grocery store. So, yeah. That's... Did I... Oh, okay, I've already talked to you. I need to pay this guy, I guess I do. But yeah, I think that's all we have, other than we do have, like, Sam's Club, which is just, you know, it's still the same people as Walmart, I think. But you have to pay a subscription, and it's, like, bulk, but we don't use that. What the heck is a Food Lion? I actually have heard of it, but I know we don't have one. You guys are kind of making me want to, like, do Google searches and see, like, what the closest one of each of these places to me is. Trying to think of, like, other things that vary by location.
You're well on your way, Spyro.
Grocery stores are like the #1 thing I think of.
Before he can take over Avalar.
I love the pressure that is in this message from Zoe. You're well on your way, Spyro. Keep collecting talismans to help us defeat Ripto before he can take over Avalar. I mean, she literally says it that happily.
Keep collecting those orbs too. The professor thinks they will help you get back to the Dragon World.
It almost sounds passive-aggressive. I'm like, girl, is that a threat? Before Ripto takes over Avalar. Please hurry, get the talismans, bitch. Like, that's what I hear. I actually never noticed that before, that's kind of funny. It's funny when you slow down and you really pay attention to the things that you notice. We trek atop the mountain to the lion and we beg him to give us food. Oh my god, Miss H, I need you to stop. I can't. I literally laugh. I always miss that legend Reignited. I'm laughing too hard and it's kind of painful. It's freaking hilarious. Walmart is called Asda? Asda? Interesting. Parent company is Ahold Delhaize? Pronounced Ahold. And I always call it Ahold! That is so funny. I love that. That's freaking hilarious. Man, guys, I'm so mad about my camera. And the fact that, like, I know restarting the computer would fix it, but it shouldn't have to do that. It should just fix. Like, where the frick is it? Why did it just break? Don't understand. It's crazy. Like, going through all this just to see. But I think it's just... it's dead. I wonder if... I'm gonna try one more thing. My luck, I'll get it to turn on and I'm gonna look like a psychopath or something. 1 second, I'm gonna mute my mic. Okay, I don't want you guys to hear me banging around. Why is it taking so long to come back on? Hello? Is anybody home? Where's the gameplay? It's just gone. What the heck? Ah, there it is. Okay. I was like, where are we at? Oh, and now it looks really funky. The brightness is just completely down. What? It's kind of coming back? Okay. That was weird. I don't know why. Oh, my camera's back. Hold up. I think that that side of my USB ports is messed up. Give me a second, guys. I think I can fix it, but I have to activate it, and I'm probably going to be like super contrasty as I fix the settings. Well, no, maybe it's not coming back on. It's showing back up though. Bruh. What the heck? Okay. I'm gonna play with it. Camera, maybe, potentially. Hey Julio, what's up? Difficult to get 100%. You know, as much as I play Spyro, I will say that I rarely— oh, there I am. Okay, hold up. Like I said, it's gonna be really contrasty. Let me fix it. Boom. Is it back? Oh my gosh. Why am I so big and up top? Hey guys. Okay, maybe it's fixed. Maybe it's that USB port. I tried a different one. I unplugged my external hard drive. Maybe the external hard drive was taking too much power. Wake up, she's back. I'm dead. Yes. Shout out to OBS for being ass. I think it was actually my computer though. I'll give it that. Thank you so much. I actually had this like really fixed nicely before. If I can zoom in a little bit. Okay, and then put the camera up. That's a little bit better. I always feel awkward, like too much of my torso showing, but it is a cool shirt. It's actually the whole shebang. He's on there. I think it's the cover of Spyro 1, right? But yeah, Julio, to validate you, I also don't know why my hair keeps disappearing. I really do have hair, guys. See, it's there, but when I scoot back, it goes away. It's a little closer to the camera. Yeah, it's not easy to actually really 100% the games, especially with the mini games. Like, they're harder than I thought they were. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I'll go back and play them and I'm like, I don't even— how did I do this as a kid? You know?
We've always had trouble with the gear grinders.
You're SpongeBob.
But now they've set up force fields to separate us. If
Yeah.
you find diodes, you can use them
There's
to
a
turn
bug
off
on
the force
me.
fields.
The heck? The bad thing about spring when you live in the forest.
I think
Buggies
there's a
end up in your
diode
house.
around here somewhere, but my eyesight
This is
isn't what it
literally
used to be.
SpongeBob, but like slightly more serious. Hello, face. Hello, Zinlor. My face was like, oh wow. I love like people that watch the stream back are gonna be like, what kind of chaos. Some people actually do that and it blows my mind, but I really appreciate it. I love that people watch the streams back. I'm like, oh, even though you didn't get to join, you care. That's cool. I'll take it. It is beautiful. It'd be a lot more beautiful if I stopped letting this robot eat my butt. Oh my god. That dude got me a good one. Jeez, OP, I don't even have a Sparks now. Bruh. Don't— no, not you. Not today. You rat bastard. Get over here. Woohoo! Still didn't get him. Jeez, OP. Literally. I love to say that when I'm green Spyro. Okay, also, why is the map on? I don't like that. I don't need the map. I know where I'm going. Ew, go away. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous, and you know my favorite thing is— I think my favorite thing about the game is the skyboxes. First of all, I love this rainbow that's here and is in Zephyr, even in the original. But the skyboxes are really cool, and this isn't even the best example because we're in Hurricane, so it's kind of like dark and gloomy, but I love to like just look at the skyboxes. But Julio, if you don't mind me asking, you're working on 100% Spyro, you said it's hard. Is there anything specific that you're stuck on, or that you're not happy about? I would be curious to know. I think the hardest thing for me, like the first thing that comes to mind for me that just grinds my gears, no pun intended because we're in here it goes, is that dragon mini game in Spyro 3 in Fireworks Factory. Oh my god. And I swear it's harder in Reignited. I feel like somebody else talked about that. Was it may not have been you, Ms. H, but I feel like somebody did in one of the streams. Was talking about how hard that dragon minigame is. It is rough. Okay, we gotta get through here, guys. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Lots of enemies. Rough little area. Kind of curious if I should try the dudes in here. I don't know. It's kind of a pain in the butt too. They really did. They did a fantastic job with the art so far. I mean, these details are really nice. Like, there's a lot of stuff that they put in that like could have only been inferred before, and I like that. I'm glad that they did that. I'm just gonna put this down just a little bit.
If you can replace them all and activate our generator, I'd be very grateful.
That literally sounds like SpongeBob, but just slightly deeper. Oh, it was the Bull Bomb minigame. Yes, yes, yes. That one is probably one of the harder ones in 2 for me. So 3, it's those dragons. Yeah. I don't know, man. They're tough. Get out of here. You grind my gears, you rat bastard. Get out. Yeah. Freaking thief. Yes, they do, right? Okay, that makes me feel valid. A lot of people, see, I love hearing the discourse about, now my head's cut off. Reignited versus OG. Because I feel like I'm in the middle of a lot of the opinions. Like, you know, some people just straight up hate it, which is crazy to me. I can't believe that there are people that don't like Reignited, but there are. And we can't trust them. So. Now, I mean, I get preferring the classic aesthetic for, like, nostalgia purposes, and even the steering of the dragon is nice in OG, because we're used to it, you know? Whereas Croc, it was like, oh, thank God they updated his controls, because he controlled so terribly. Dude already stole my thing. Where are you at? Did they, like, reappear and disappear in this one too? Yeah. Oh no, I don't know. I only got 2 out of 10 of the rat bastards. Jeez. Wait, is somebody down there? I think I saw one down there. It's been a long time since I've done this challenge. But yeah, Croc, I was just so grateful that they updated the controls, because it was a nightmare to control back in the day with the, I think they call them tank controls. Well, where is this guy? He's gonna come back. Right? Come on. I have to go all the way back down here first. Let's find out. Oh, okay. I guess I'll spit a few more out and see where it gets me. Oh, I haven't heard the sound. Have we heard the alarm? Do they not play the alarm in this? That's interesting. Oh, there he is. Get back here, Jeremy. I love to just make up random names for these people. What? Nope, don't pick that up, don't pick that up! Bro! You're really cramping my style right now. That's only 4 out of 10? But this minigame's a pain in the butt, because it forces you to be, like, not productive. It forces you to, like, put all these up, knowing good and well that the thieves are gonna show up and take them. But it doesn't give you the opportunity to just get all the thieves. You have to wait till you've put all this work in for them to undo it, so you can toast one of them. Like, can I go up here now? Is there gonna be another one up here? Come on. Really? You're gonna make me spit more? I feel like it was... Oh, no, here's another one. What the frick? What the frick? What the frick? Julio, who's my favorite villain? Okay, let's see. Really? Who's your favorite Spyro villain? No, I think it's really cool that he doesn't have an army, but he made the heads of the inhabitants. Okay. Yeah, so let me process that for a second. Favorite villain. I think, like, probably Ripto. I mean, I am not Ripto's father, so I don't even know how I came up with that either. That's just been my username for like a while, so I stuck with it. I probably Ripto in the Spyro series because I never really got deep into the sorceress's like story. I never really like cared that much. I loved Bianca and her part of that story, but like I can't really remember many times that I've actually like fought the sorceress versus the Ripto battle. I feel like I've done it a lot more. And Ripto's just funny. The sorceress is just kind of a jerk. And Ripto obviously is too, but he's at least funny and comical. Yeah, I find him humorous. And then Nasty Nork is just, you know, he's the first game's villain. He's simple, and ugly. But like, you know, you don't get as much story in the first game, so I feel like it would be hard to pick Nasty as the favorite villain because you don't get as much about him other than he's just mad because he got insulted on national Dragon Realms television. Which is, it's valid. I get it. It's pretty harsh to just be like, besides, he's ugly. But they stooped low and he made them regret it. Okay, where is this last guy at? Come on. Come on. Trigger something, man. I'm missing a ball? Do I have to spit all the balls? Yes. I bet it's gonna make me have all of them for him to show up. Wait! It said 9 out of 10. I didn't get them all, did I?
I found this shiny thing mixed up with our lightning stones. Please, take it as a reward.
Did I get 10? Oh! There goes the camera again. That's great. Now I'm stuck like that. Here we go! I don't know, man. Is it back? Okay, it's back. But it lost all of my effects. So I have to put this filter back on it. The freeze frame! Bro, like, honestly. Okay. Now, I'm gonna come back and I'm probably gonna be at the top left of the screen and huge again. Oh no, it kept me. Okay, here I am. The 10th ball in your camera. Yeah. I guess, like, it saw me thinking hard and it was like, we're tired of thinking too, and they decided to take a break. Nasty's petty and iconic all at once. Two things. One, maybe continue Spyro 2 prototype. Ooh! Yeah, you know what? I did start a playthrough of that a long time ago, didn't I? Too soft and Reignited, I mean, it's still my favorite after- Oh, no! I totally don't think that. That's actually part of what I was gonna get at, is, like, I feel like people are actually too hard on it. So, I think it's good that you defend it, because people are kind of mean about it, and I feel like it's dramatic. I like to, like, talk about, you know, I don't know, as a creative person, I like to talk about, like, what I would have done different, or, like, you know, that kind of stuff, but it's not really so much an insult to me, for me, because I'm just so thankful that they did it. And honestly, given the fact that Toys for Bob did Skylanders, I'll just say it was not my thing. I was really grateful that they were like, yeah, let's revisit the OG game, because that's Spyro for me. So no, I don't think you're too soft on it at all. But yeah, I love your idea about the Spyro 2 prototype. I think I still have a copy of it, but if I don't, I'll find it and I'll go back and look and see. I don't know where I left off on that. I remember having some videos on it. It's been so long though, I don't even remember what I did. Where's my other... Wait, do I already have it? Do I have this? Well, I couldn't find it, huh? Camera keeps just... I give up, honestly. It's working, but it just readjusts, yeah, English major. It readjusts my settings every time. Yes, I think people need to appreciate Spyro Reignited Trilogy and literally reigniting a classic for new and old fans. I think they did it justice. Yeah, 100%. Like, anytime I am like, oh, I miss it when it said this, or I wish this would have stayed, it's like very lighthearted. It's not like I'm not actually mad about it. I just like to be silly and dramatic, but I feel like there was one thing, I think I've talked about it before, there was like one thing that I actually was like, man, I wish they hadn't changed that, and like, it bothered me, but that must not be that bad because I can't remember what it is right now. But to me, I agree with them doing it justice. They stuck with the classic vibe, but they didn't take so many liberties that it changed the game in any way. I mean, it's really hard to like, you know, to remake or remaster anything, because you've got nostalgia against you, you know. Oh my gosh, look at that freeze frame, look at that. Should I just give up on the camera? I mean, it just came back on its own. So that has to be good, right? I feel like it's just not meant to be with the camera. Hi, Blaze! I'm having technical difficulties with my camera, as you can see. Yeah, here we go again. I don't know. I think I'm officially gonna blame OBS. I think I'm officially gonna blame OBS. Yeah. Screw it for now. Let's just... I'm gonna unplug it. Give it some time to process whatever it's going through. I don't know if it's... You know, it's really bad if a camera is camera shy. I don't feel like that is good. Not a good career move. Yeah, it's grayed out again. It's like, nope, we don't want to be a camera right now. The heck, guys? This is so weird. All the time I thought it was the USB port because that fixed it, but guess not. You know what, Ms. H? Thank you for that. You're right. I needed that inspo. When this is uploaded, I'll go back through it and make some silly edits. It needs time out. Some cooldown time. It probably literally actually is cooldown time. I just ordered myself a new cooling table, or cooling tray, whatever you want to call it, for my gaming laptop, because I haven't had one since like yesteryear, back when I used to do YouTube, and that's probably what's wrong with like my CPU stuff when I'm streaming, because it's probably getting overheated. Which could be what's happening with the camera, because literally the camera did not quit once when I was recording today. It quit last night when I was trying to stream, which didn't end up happening because my computer was so mad, and today when I was trying to stream. So I think it could be a CPU issue. It could be that they can't like run it. The computer's like, I can't handle this right now. It's too much. Yeah, well, thank you guys for being here for the conversation at least, because video chat ain't working. Alright, let's go back and get this guy. But Blaze, how's it going? What's up? How's your day? How's your night? How's everything? How's life? Tell me about all of it. My throat is dry because I've been yapping my head off. You know, I don't watch streamers a lot, but I've watched people and I've seen everything from people like barely interacting with the chat and talking and mostly just focusing on the game to people like me that like are kind of there for the conversation. It's interesting. I can't imagine streaming this and not talking to you guys. I feel like I would feel super awkward. And then I feel like you would get bored. I mean, you may not get bored, but I feel like that's kind of the fun part, right? Is like chit-chatting. Yeah. I was making sure I didn't miss anything on chat during my camera hiatus. But yeah, I could just be that my computer's getting too hot, and it's like, please don't make me run another thing. You measly, unappreciative human. Yeah, that's totally true. Maybe it's like an action game thing. Oh shoot. It would be so funny, Zenlore, if like as soon as I read that, or you said that, like something crazy ridiculous happened and made Spyro look very not chill.
Spyro, you have done well so far. You could have this little trinket for good luck. If
Thanks,
you have any
SpongeBob.
questions about shutting down the factory,
What?
just ask me.
The Electral. Aw, I'm so glad, Ms. H. That is the goal.
The next glides get tricky.
I am all about,
Remember to
oh shoot, I haven't done this. I'm all about being a nice, comfy, safe place. It makes the feminine mother energy that I am inherently born with feel very happy. That said, no, I do not have children, but I do have 5 cats, which make me feel very mom-like. I'm also a big mom friend, so love to talk about all the deep stuff and all that shit. I also just, not to get back on mental health, but like, I have amazing parents, so this is like no diss to them, but there were still certain things that like I didn't feel safe to talk about as a kid. And like, you know, I don't know, maybe it was just like the societal expectations, and you know, I will have a religious trauma video come out later. I'm sure there's a lot of that, but I think that's part of why I love to like create that. Like I tried to just do things that, I don't know, I feel like I wish I had. I feel like a lot of people are like that though. Which is way better than being like the opposite and being like bitter and not wanting people to have it because you didn't, you know, but but I kind of went a little extreme with it for a while and tried to like focus on other people's problems instead of my own, so that was the whole thing, but we got out of that. We're healed from that. Hey, I actually got all the orbs in Hurricos. That's pretty cool. That's pretty freaking cool. So what kind of like, I'm asking just for like inspiration and feedback, what kind of like streams do you guys normally watch besides like outside of mine? Like, are there any themes that you like, or is it just different games that you like to watch? Just curious. I don't even have an answer, but alright, let's find these gems, guys. Where did I leave some lurking gems? Oh, I saw a Sparks Point. Ah. Well. We actually 100% at a level on the stream. Did not expect to do that. Zenlore says, mom friends are so good to have. It's also good to give them breaks when they need it. LOL, let them be a kid for once. Oh, yeah, that hit. I think that's kind of why it's good that I'm doing this YouTube stuff. because I have that thing where I feel like I have to be productive all the time. But YouTube, gaming with YouTube makes me feel productive, but I have fun while doing it, so it kind of caters to both pieces of that puzzle, you know? Speedrun live streams, that's cool. The intense environment. Yeah, well, that's true. I guess, honestly, I mean, you guys kind of saw how it was with Pete's Gauntlet for me, and that's not even like, it's not like a speedrun, you know? It's just a speedrun styled mod, and it was way harder to keep up with the chat just because you're so goal focused, you can't talk as much. I did love streaming it though, and I do want to stream it again. It's gonna have to be kind of scattered because I don't get to talk as much in it. Ah, the ambience though. I'll probably do those for Reignited too. I know they're not as nostalgic, but I think it'd be nice to have. I'm just gonna do like a whole playlist of ambience videos. They're really not that hard either. I mean, they're pretty much a low-hanging fruit. The hardest part about them is how long it takes to export them, and how long it takes to upload them. Okay, I'm gonna plug this camera in again, see if I can get it to work. Let's see. Well, it came on. It took all my settings away again, but it came on. This is gonna be such a funny, like I said, if anybody watches this back, it's gonna be hilarious. Okay. Put the background remover on, because that's my go-to. Hey? Yeah? Okay. I'm here again. We'll see how long. A little pasty. It's kind of glowy, isn't it? Oh yeah, here's why. Boom. Always have to turn the exposure down because this camera is not, like, the best. Which hopefully I'll fix if I ever find that other one, but... Ah, the ambience of Summer Forest, it's beautiful. Like, why is my hair disappearing? I wish I could, like, just have my head turned like this the whole time. I feel like if I slightly laugh or move, my hair's like, disappear! This also makes me think of Fresh Skip, but you can't do it, obviously, in Reignited. But I always want to with that door. I'm like, please let me.
I saw something
So Laura, tell us about
wall.
Climb.
You could probably get it, but you have to learn how to climb.
Usually don't watch too many streams, have too big of a video backlog. Yeah, for sure. Doug. Cool. That's cool. Same, I really don't watch other people stream unless, like, one of my friends is streaming. I think what's been weird for me is I think I am kind of torn between... When you're creative, you, like, have to find this balance between consuming for inspiration and creating. And I'm bad to get so focused on creating and kind of like hyper fixated on creating that I don't consume, and I have to kind of make myself be inspired, you know what I mean? So yeah, I do spend more time creating than I do watching, but I need some time watching to be like inspired, so that's kind of that. But it's funny when you feel naturally creative, like you kind of get antsy if you've watched too much without like doing anything yourself. It feels like weird. Hey Dan, what's up? How's it going? How was your day or night, or not sure what your time zone is, but how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. It's 10:42 p.m. here, so sometime between now and midnight I will sign off because I have to be in bed by midnight, especially on a work night, or I get a little antsy. It was fun starting at 9. I feel like when I'm able to start at 9, it's like the perfect time. for me. Welcome back, camera. For now, right? Right, Zenlore? Yeah, Dan, for context, we've been having some issues with my camera just quitting. We don't know why. I think it's computer related, but half the stream is done without a camera and half of it has a camera, so. And like the background blur is really liking to disappear in my hair. I'm trying to like get closer and see if it helps. Oh shit, hey. Get out of here. Distance attack, man. Distance attack. What the heck? It's not in my own business. I always thought these guys were funny. I think it's funny that part of destroying them is getting rid of their floaty device. What a dork. I say that, but they can't swim very good, so very well. Oh my gosh. Ms. H. Tell me about your major. Because you said creative, right? I was an English major in undergrad. And my master's was actually professional writing, which sounds super broad, but it was mostly like technical and marketing writing. I did get to do some creative classes, but my master's was so much easier than undergrad. But I was an English lit major, and when you say that you have to write, but you have no time to write or read what you want to, I felt that in my soul. That was exactly how my undergrad experience was. Also, I love that you called it uni, because I've never heard an American call it uni. I always hear my UK friends call it uni, and they kind of got me doing that, but I've never heard a US person say that, so that was cute. That's cool. Oh my gosh, Masters in English with Creative Writing. Certification, oh my god. Dude! Okay, are writers just naturally funny or something? Because your humor is like literally the same as mine, and you also have the same freaking— oh no, not British lit. Dude, I had British lit. The fact that we have the same like career path in college is insane. That's so cool. I love that. Freaking love that. We could talk about that like an entire stream. British lit kicked my freaking butt. I don't even know how I got through that class. So I am, let's see. I'm trying to think of how long it's been since I was an undergrad. I graduated in 2019 with my lit degree. I am 29, so I guess I would have been 23. So I remember things, but I don't remember like a lot of details. Thank you, Muppet. But all I know is that my least favorite class out of every literature class that I took were my British lit classes. I had to take two. It was like part 1, part 2 type of thing. And then I had American lit part 1, part 2, and then I had just some other types of lit classes. A creative writing class with a really mean professor. Most of my professors were really cool, but yeah. This guy was kind of problematic. But it was really hard for me to pick between creative writing and English lit, and they didn't assign me an advisor for my major. That's right, Ruffles. Hi, my cat's here. They didn't assign me like an English advisor, so she was like, I don't know the difference between the two. There's really only like 1 or 2 classes different, so just pick one. So I picked literature, and I found out that that wasn't true at all. Do you want to sit on me? Why are you crying? What's wrong? What's wrong? This is Ruffles, guys, but she doesn't know what she wants to do right. I'll let her go. She came in here and started crying, but when I put her on my lap, she also said no, so I don't know. She has food. That's usually all she cries about. Yeah, anyway, I did my master's in what I really, really wanted to do, so it all worked out. I mean, and I don't regret the English Lit degree. I enjoyed it, but... And I really liked... This is dorky, but I actually loved writing essays on books and, like, picking a lens to, like, analyze it through and argue my point. I thought that was really fun. And I was a sociology minor, so I learned about a lot of societal, like, research, like, lenses, I guess you would say. So I feel like I kind of was able to do a little bit of both. Like, incorporate those two things together. Although I have not needed the sociology minor one single bit for my job. I ended up in marketing, which I didn't even know was an option, but... Oh, was Laura saying goodnight? Yeah! I imagine it is late for you, isn't it? But good night, Zenlore. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Love getting to talk to you as always. Ms. H says, professors can make or break the class. Yeah. My least favorite class was medieval literature because of that. Thought it would be cool. Yeah, that actually sounds like it would be cool, but if the professor sucks. Oh, wow. You've got another cat fight on your hand. Let's not do that. Thank you. I'm gonna fix that situation when I'm done streaming, but... Yes, definitely multifaceted. Absolutely. I love, too, that, like... I mean... I'm a writer. I always say writer, because I felt awkward saying writer the way I do in Appalachia. But, even though I'm a writer, I still think it's funny that people always kind of entrusted me with, like, grammar, because, I mean, I know it better than most people, probably, but, is that orb supposed to be bouncing? I feel like it was. But, yeah, I'm, like, the person everybody, like, comes to read their papers and proofread everything. It's funny. I do like doing that, though. I actually like editing a lot. I love to, like, perfect things. That's kind of the fun part to me. And, like, focusing on ways to make things even more clear, even if it's my own work. It's fun. Do you have, like, a specific, I know English people hate this question, so I'm not saying it the way that most people are, of like, what are you gonna do with it? But, like, do you have a plan on what you want to do with it? Or are you just like, this is my interest, so I'm gonna get this? Because, honestly, I didn't have a plan. I was just like, this is the thing I can do, so it's the thing I'm going to do. And then it all just fell into place, which was really cool. I love writing poetry as far as creative writing for myself goes, but, poetry is so subjective. People have so many different opinions on it, so I kind of just do it for me at this point. I've tried to get work published, but it's hard, and then everything charges a friggin' fee. And I'm like, if you guys aren't gonna accept it, then I'm tired of paying you. That's annoying. I think all we have left is Aquaria Towers. As far as, like, getting to Autumn Plains goes, I haven't 100% of stuff, but I guess I can do that. It's 10:51, so we've got some time. There are some times when I'm streaming that I'm like, oh, I would love to change the game, but then, like, my title and my thumbnail would all be wrong. Or I'd have to start a brand new stream, which makes me super nervous. I hate doing that. Not a fan.
Say, Spyro.
And it's kind of too late for me to want to do that anyway right now, but... Ooh, work. Oof. That is not fun. Let's go ahead and go into Aquaria Towers. Real quick. I get to look silly again because I'm on camera. But my throat is dry. What was I gonna say? I also have work, but I have the privilege of waking up and just logging on. I could literally wake up at 8:59 if I wanted to. As long as I'm online by 9, which is crazy. They don't even make us clock in either. It's stupid how cool my job is. I try not to talk about it much because it really does sound like bragging. But I'm also so, like, thankful for it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But that doesn't mean I still definitely need sleep to be able to think. Lots of creative stuff going on. I don't know how much I can talk about what I do, so I try to be vague with it, because I don't know if there's like a non-disclosure thing going on, but I can say that the client is automotive, and yeah, we get to do a lot of fun creative stuff, mostly on social media actually, but I do some blog work too, and I do some photo shoots and video shoots. Concepting things, concepting videos, some script writing. I actually really enjoy script writing. I actually wish I did it more, but we don't really have that stuff a whole lot. Very occasional travel, but it's really fun. It's really freaking cool. It's like my dream job, honestly. The only thing that would make it better is if the subject matter was video games. Like, other than that, I wouldn't change anything. Ms. H says, bachelor's is in elementary education. Oh, you taught for a bit, that's cool. Then moved and went to pursue my childhood whimsy of being a writer. Maybe went to teach higher ed. That's awesome. I love that. I was interested in... Like, at one point I thought I might want to be a professor. But... as opposed to teaching, I think becoming a professor is so much more competitive. And I accidentally, like, got into this stuff before I even had the chance to, like, try to niche into that. So I did a lot of, like, freelance writing. I did an internship that let me get, like, 21 online published articles, which was really cool, in exchange for raising $500 for the company because they were a nonprofit. So that was like my big kickoff opportunity that was really cool. And then I did a lot of free labor. I did write for some gaming websites. I started off on one called Keen Gamer, and they didn't actually pay, but they did a lot of indie coverage. And they would actually give me free copies of the game to review, like that would be my payment. And they were supposed to pay me like per view, like 10 cents per how, I don't know, for like so many views, but like it wasn't a popular website, so it didn't get those views. But it was really good for my portfolio. If you actually search Noel McDavid and like, I don't know, I don't even want to tell you to do Spyro because it might bring up my YouTube stuff, but if you do Noel McDavid and like, I don't know, gaming or something. Anyway, my articles are actually up. They're probably bad because they're old, but I ended up on Game Rant and The Gamer for a while, and that was really cool. The pay is not, to me, it's not like livable for the amount of work you do, but they do pay you. And it's really cool for your portfolio if you're interested in marketing, or like blog writing jobs. I did a lot of like top 10 lists and stuff like that, and it was really fun. It taught me how to format images and how to use WordPress. So yeah, that was one of the cooler things I did. And then I also wrote for a car dealership content company for like a few years, and that's probably what got me the job I have now. It was like a freelance contract thing. And then yeah, I got this amazing opportunity, which was so cool. But anyway, I didn't mean to get on the whole tangent about like my portfolio, sorry. I just love to tell people, like, especially writers, that like, because people are so negative about it. They're like, what are you gonna do with that? You're wasting your money, you're wasting your time, and it makes me really mad because, like, personally, I am like so happy, I have a good career. I'm not gonna get into like what my pay is, but I'm paid a very good living wage considering, you know, we won't talk about the economy right now, but outside of that, like, it's not like, you definitely don't waste your money on the degree. And my cat's in the crinkle tube again. Even if your goal is just, you know, to become an author, like, go for it. Freaking go for it. You can absolutely do that. But I find that it's cool to have like a job like what I do. Instead of spending all my time on YouTube, if I wanted to write a book, which I've started a few, my attention span is so bad. I do have a few in the works, but who knows if I'll ever get there. But, you know, to have something to support you while you do that is great, you know, while you build that, and then you have success with it, that's awesome. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy how rude people are about it, and they're wrong. And you know what? How I realized that they're wrong, like when I got this job and I saw how many creatives that they have at just one company, and every client needs a copywriter, if not more than one. Every client needs a designer, right? Like, every single thing we consume was made by a creative person, whether that's a copywriter or a designer. Like, we are constantly, even when we get on social media, when we get on Facebook, when we see an ad, when we see a Hulu commercial, when we watch something on Hulu, those are freaking creative people, dude. That stuff doesn't just come out of thin air, despite what people think AI can do. People make that stuff, you know? And somebody's got to do it, and somebody's doing it because they're getting paid for it. They're not just doing it for free. So, anyway, I'll get off my tangent about people being mean to English majors, but they can kindly F off. I make more money than some nurses do, like, screw off. And I'm very thankful for nurses. I am not the person that could be a nurse. Oh my god. I am a hypochondriac and have a lot of health anxiety, so I'm grateful that they're out there. That was not a diss, it's just like, that's kind of what people tell you to go into around here. It's like, go into the medical field. If you want to stay around here, that's what you have to do, and I said, no. And guess what? I got to stay around here and be creative, so. Joke's on you guys. Did I already go in here? Yeah, I did. Man, my cat is having a grand old time in his crinkle tube. A grand old time. Oh lord, not the AI. I know. I know. I won't even get into that debate here. I'm like in the gray area about it. Like, I won't freak out about it, but I also don't like a lot of what it does, if that makes sense. I think it has its place, and I think sometimes it oversteps. And it shouldn't be being trained over people's art, but I'll leave it there. I won't get controversial in this stream. Okay, let's get these guys. Boom! Hey, an artisan, then. Could you be any louder? He's really crinkling. Really crinkling. Alright. I'll go back and get these sharks, and I'll probably wrap up with Aquaria Towers. Worst case, like, if I get real crazy, I might go do the flying level. Is it Metro Speedway? What Speedway is in Summer Forest? Despite me being Spyro obsessed, y'all, I'm really bad at the Speedway names. Like, really bad. Also, I went the long way, and I don't know why I did that. That was not very smart. Especially because this... Yeah, I'm just gonna get eaten. Yeah. I don't know why I did that. I know you have to go from the other side. Really don't know. Time to take a drink, because I went on such a big tangent about creativity. Hard work. Hard work in my mouth. Okay. I don't know why I did that. I thought Sparks was green for some reason. Okay. Let's try this the right way, guys. What do you think? So how was y'all's day? I thought another cat fight. Maybe I'll have to fix that. After work, I actually went and rode my four-wheeler for a while. It was beautiful in Kentucky today. Forgot about that batch of sharks. Forgot about that batch of sharks. But yeah, that's one of my hobbies, is riding the four-wheeler. I love it. I've had the same four-wheeler since I was like 15, I think. Still trucking along just fine. Okay. But it's one of my favorite things to do because I love being outside. And I love spring when it actually feels like spring. It's been like in the 70s here, and that's my favorite temperature. I love it. Come on, come on. And you. And you too. Okay. Wow, I didn't realize there were only 2 there. Well, the more you know. Shoot. Got myself turned around. Yeah, I'm really excited for this video to go out tomorrow, so if anybody watches it and likes it, please let me know, because I want to know, like, if it's as decent as I think it is. I was really proud of it and really excited about it. Alright, let's just get out of here. I should have done the manta rays. I do like doing the manta rays. This is so morbid, also. Not this, but this. It is pretty funny though. I'll give it that. Okay, I think I will do the speedway and then I'll wrap up because it's getting kind of late here. It's 11. It's my wind down time. And my voice is kind of, and I think it's getting to be sleepy time for almost everybody. Unless you're just waking up. The Australian people might be loving this time, but I don't know if anybody's here from Australia right now. Alright. Let's go to the speedway. What is it called?
Nice work, Spyro.
Ocean Speedway. I called it Metro Speedway. What the hell is wrong with me? I'm gonna have to do some stretches after this before I go. I'm at the age of, like, I just graduated from physical therapies and so I'm having to keep doing my stretches up. I have, like, straight neck, like my spine is straight now because I've had anxiety my whole life and worked at a computer for a long time. That's fun. It's one of those fun aging things you get to look forward to if you're still in your early 20s. Takes a little extra effort to feel okay the older you get. The more age you get in your bones. I do find the flying levels more difficult in Reignited. And I'll give you my reasoning. I feel like I have very valid reasoning. The water feels magnetic sometimes. I don't have to miss that. Sometimes, like, if I get slightly too close to it, I can feel it just pull me down into it. Whereas I don't feel like that in the OG. And then sometimes the flying speeds, depending on, like, which version I'm playing and just the setting at the time, sometimes the flying speeds feel... Ooh, that was quick. Oh. But that made me realize that my screen is kinda off. Oh, love that. Cat fight. Yeah. I don't know what I was saying, the cat's distracted me, but... Okay, so we'll do this little minigame with Hunter, and then I'll call it quits. Also, can you still, like, hit these guys? Oh, yep, you can. I love that they just vanish. Like, what's up with that? Did you guys ever do that when you were kids? Like, it's kind of sad, but it's kind of funny at the same time. Like, why can you just get rid of all the audience? Kind of funky.
I guess now
Fish fry!
You think you're pretty good. Well,
yes.
Let's see if you're
Literally.
as good as the current
Literally.
champion.
Everybody except Queen Finny, you can't get rid of her.
All right, Spyro. Meet the course champion. In order to win the race, you must fly through all the rings. But beware, if Hunter flies through a ring first, the ring will start to shrink.
Oh my. Okay, so she says if Hunter flies through the ring first, the ring will start to shrink, but I want to unpack that sentence really quickly. She says if Hunter flies through the ring first. That makes it sound like your goal is for him to not. To me, I would have said when he flies through the ring, it will start to shrink. Because you can't pass him in this minigame. Did I miss that? It didn't make a noise. Yeah, what the frick?
It's not as easy as you thought.
Oh, hush.
All right,
Finny.
Spyro.
You can't, like, it's not like you're racing him. He's guiding you through the rings. Like, yeah, they do start to shrink, they change color after he flies through them, but you can't fly ahead of him. It's literally not possible, it won't let you. But when she says if he flies through the rings, it makes me think, like, oh, I'm not supposed to let him fly through them first. I never questioned that till now. I just noticed it. Interesting. I love to unpack, like, I make things deeper than they should be, but I feel like I'm not wrong. These ring challenges don't play. Oh god, I hate this one! Shoot, shoot, shoot! Shoot, shoot, shoot! Oh my gosh. Wow, somehow we totally saved that. I am shocked. Starting to actually get tired, which is good. I've been streaming for like 2 hours now, almost. It's about my cap. I think one day I went over 2 hours, but I felt dead after. And I think it was just because my friend Kyle was on with me, so I totally lost track of time, because like, not only am I streaming and talking to the chat, but me and him were talking to each other. And we made it to like, God, I think it was ICP in Spyro 3 OG. But
Great
yeah.
job, Spyro.
I have beef with this minigame.
That was some
You're not
excellent
alone.
flying.
You're not alone. Yay! We did it! Cool. Yeah, I think eventually I start to feel dead inside if I stream too long. We'll run around Summer Forest and see if I left any. I think I might have. And then it will be decompression time, which this is also my decompression in a way, but now I have to go listen to podcasts and find a cat to sleep with me. My wife's already passed out. That's part of why I streamed tonight, because she has to get up super early tomorrow, so she went to bed super early, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna stream. I like to like not miss time with her, so I try to do it when she's doing other stuff like homework or sleeping or hanging out with somebody or whatever. Okay. Let's let Sparks help us find some things. You know what I need to do, guys, that I kind of stopped doing? Oh, I forgot. I can't climb yet. The Spyro Season of Ice playthrough, I've only done 2 parts on it, and I want to play it. I want to play it. I think it's just like, when I sit down to play it, it is so daunting to figure out where I need to go that it just takes so much more time than it needs to, which in turn makes me have to edit more because, you know, I don't know where I'm going, so I have to like go through the footage and figure out like how much I need to cut, because there's a lot of just stuff where I'll just literally stop talking when I play Season of Ice, because like I don't even want it to be part of the recording. It's kind of a pain. I need to do it though. I think that Market Mesa is the next level on my list, and I need to do it because so far I've only done, just recently did Lava Prairie, and then something else. You know something else that people have surprisingly been subscribing to me for? Is that Spyro Prototype Chilled series I do. I gotta tell you guys a story about that. So I was trying to remember how that started. And it's embarrassing, but you can go back and watch the first part of it. I was wearing sunglasses inside. And so I think that's why I had the idea. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wear sunglasses in this video and call it like the Chill series and have this like really calm, chill voice and like be relaxing, and I'm not allowed to get mad, and I'm not allowed to like freak out. We're gonna be cool and calm. So I started that, and I got to like maybe Dry Canyon back in my old YouTube days, and I quit YouTube for a while. So I was looking back as I came back, and I was like, well, I could complete that Prototype Chill series. So I started it again, which I'm not wearing sunglasses in my new parts. But I started it again, and people, like multiple people, have told me that it gives them ASMR vibes and they really like it and find it relaxing. I'm like, okay. I wasn't gonna claim ASMR because I felt like, I don't know, I thought I didn't know how to do ASMR and that people would be like, this is not ASMR. But people dig it, so I think I'm gonna, like, after I finish the prototype one, I think I might do like chill themed playthroughs of games because people seem to, for some reason, like it. So that's cool. Funny though, I didn't think that that would be a thing, but not funny like judging them, just funny like I didn't think it was that good of an idea, and it seems like it's one of the things people like the most, so I will take it. So the only thing here, also, isn't this pretty? I think the way they ponded the water on here is really nice. That would make a nice sound, wouldn't it? In like a reignited version of an ambience video. Ooh, I like that. That's very calming. What was I saying before that? I lost it. See, this is... I know I've been streaming too long. Oh, I don't know where, like, if I'm missing any other gems, because it's going to always count the ones on the ladder, so I'm not going to be able to 100% this homeworld right now. I'm pretty sure, I am kind of confused though. We got all the talismans. So technically, shouldn't Alora have brought me to the crush? Shoot. Right? Yeah. Right? Colossus Isle Springs.
Well done, Spyro.
Okay, yeah, I
Now
thought
we
that
can
she
have 6
automatically brought us
talismans.
here.
This door will open.
Okay. What do you say, guys? I lied to you. I know. I said I was gonna quit after the thing. I'll just go ahead and do Crush. Crush is easy.
Before you get to the castle dungeon, Spyro, I thought that you might want to know how Ripto and his monsters arrived in Avalar. You see,
Through a portal.
last week in the winter tundra, the professor was working on some new super portal technology.
Super
There,
portal
that's the
technology.
last orb in place. Now let's see. All we need are some coordinates.
Yeah? How
22475. That's my birthday.
That's my birthday.
No, Hunter, don't!
What?
Oh my. Oh, these guys.
You useless buffoons! Why can't either of you?
Where are we?
Could you imagine? That'd be like Donald Trump, like, coming through the front door of my house out of nowhere.
No dragons.
Sorry.
Wonderful.
Crush, go back and pack my bags. We're moving
Moving
in.
in.
Say hello to your new king.
It's America right now.
Professor, shut it down! Hurry!
Orange Man tries to be king. Tell me that headline is not literally the same thing for America as it is this. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop making jokes.
Through them. you idiot!
Tell all your friends to take the orbs and scatter them throughout Avalar. Quickly!
I want to know, like, who are those fairies? I always wanted to know who they were.
Now! Go! Crush! Get the orbs!
Also, I find it interesting that fairies are in Avalar and the Dragon Realms.
Creature! I'll kill you!
This is bad news for Avalar. Hunter, why didn't you chase him?
Yeah. I, would have gone after him, but didn't he say something about not liking dragons?
Professor, could we catch a dragon to help us?
Yes, I think so. We'll need a
Poor
world
guy
that
in
has
his
an
glasses.
alignment much better suited to intercepting one of these creatures. How about
Out
Glimmer?
Glimmer. What else? Brush. I love that the ambient music came back on. Guys, why are you fighting? This is dramatic. Break it up. Break it up. I'm about to be done and I cater to your every needs. Okay. Guys, give me 1 second. Hey. Stop. Lamp, fight back. I talk to her a lot because she's very mouthy. Yeah. Ruffles literally talks as much as a human, but I never know what she's trying to say to me. So one thing I've noticed about the Crush battle, a difference, I should say, is when he starts to chase you, you can't really utilize the whole, like, let him get close then run to trick him into hitting you. Like, he doesn't do that so much in this, I don't think. Like, it feels like he gets way closer. I get a little nervous. Oh, no, come on. Dang it. Missed him. Oh my gosh, that's not the direction I meant to go, but I got really lucky. Dang it. This cat fight's gonna happen whether I want it to or not. I hear him behind me. Well, we ain't gonna get the skill point. I'm donked up. Oh, wow, there was collision there? Seriously? What the heck? There's not collision there. There's literally not. Where did that come from? Yeah, I feel like in this one you have to kind of just wait it out. Okay. Sparks, please eat that. Thank you. Oh my god, you seriously picked that one now? I was prepared for the orange. Wait, why didn't he chase me? Why didn't he chase me? Am I crazy? Right. Do we get him? I don't know, I'm blocking it. No, we need one more. Okay. Alright. Why did he stop chasing me, guys? He's not supposed to do that, is he? That was kind of weird. Hey Mega Vigor. Have I seen Toradora? The one who voiced Allura voiced Tega. Oh! So like Melissa Disney, like the one that originally voiced Allura? Tega. I have not seen that, but I will check it out because I love Allura. Allura is my favorite. That's a really cool fun fact, thank you. I'm gonna look that up next. I'm actually gonna save that.
So long, dragon.
Right now, so I don't forget. Cool. I actually didn't check to see Cassandra Lee Morris. Okay, I was gonna ask like who voiced Allura in Reignited because I actually didn't know. I just know in the OG it was Melissa Disney. I did remember that, but okay, sweet. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. I get like I geek out over like the same voice actors of like my favorite characters. For example, I was telling Doof and Spyro Dragon this the other day, but I grew up like kind of watching Phineas and Ferb, but I didn't watch it completely. And
Ripto has caused enough damage.
my wife showed
All
me an
his memories
episode,
cost me a fortune.
and
If it wasn't
I
for
did not realize that
Spyro,
the
I'd
evil
be
villain's
bankrupt.
daughter was,
If Ripto were here,
I think her
I'd
name's
give him
Olivia
a piece
Olsen,
of my mind.
right? That voices Marceline the Vampire
I'd give
Queen in
him a
Adventure
lot
Time.
more
I
than
love
that.
Marcy.
I was a champion
Like, I'm a big
bantamweight
Adventure Time fan.
boxer at Universe
And I
8.
heard that
I still
villain
know a few
in Phineas and
moves.
Ferb, like the villain's daughter, sorry, not the villain. And I was like, that's Olivia. And my wife was like, huh? And I was like, that's Marceline the Vampire Queen. So I looked it up and it was. And I got so excited. I was like, that's Marcy's voice. She also voiced Morgana from the Persona 5 games. Okay, listen, people have been telling me to play Persona. My wife actually mentioned that she really wants to play it, and, yeah, my friend told me it was awesome. My sister and brother-in-law were recommending it, so, if the same voice actor for Laura is also in it, then that might be the selling point for me. I might have to check into that. We're at 11:24. I'm the worst for saying I'm gonna stop after this and then not doing it, but I really need to. I just have fun. And also Autumn Plains is my favorite, so. I think I'll make an ambience with the Reignited ones too, just because. I'll probably still... What should I do? Should I use the original music in the game? Or should I use the Reignited version in the game? Let's see what the differences sound like real quick. So actually, let's take a listen for a sec. Turn the audio up. Okay. Actually, I didn't turn the audio up at all. There we go. Okay, and then let's see what the Reignited one sounds like. Different. I don't think I like it as well. It kind of like, I get it. I get the vibe. It kind of skips around a little bit. But I like the consistency of the original ambience in that case. But I will give Reignited credit that, like, the regular songs, like the non-Homeworld Hub songs, they all have a little bit more of, like, an ambience to them, which would probably make them good for, like, other level walkthroughs. So I'll have to play around with it and mess around and see, but, yeah. Beat all 3 of the games and got skill checks in the first 2. See, that's something I keep forgetting about, is... First of all, that they added skill points to Spyro 1 in the Reignited version. And second, I forget about the achievements. I need to start doing the achievements. Because some of them are kind of fun. They're different. Like in, Misty Bog in Spyro 1, there is an achievement I didn't know about. I just accidentally got it, which made me know about it, and I think it was something to do with the dudes on the electric pads that, like, shock the pad. Or no, it's not Misty Bog, excuse me, it's Terrace Village. It's Terrace Village in Spyro 1 Reignited. Anyway, I accidentally got it. I think it's, like, getting all those guys without getting electrocuted, maybe? Something. But it's an achievement. And I was like, bro, I always forget about these, so I need to start doing them. In my Let's Play that I'm doing right now of Spyro 1 Reignited, I caught it in Terrace Village, and I told everybody that I would go back and get the ones that I missed, because the achievements are kind of like a fun extra layer that they added. I'm not going to pay you right now, because I'm not going to shoot your faces yet. But yeah, that's really cool. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool that you have them on PS3. So that was something I missed out on. One of my best friends does too. And that's how she's always played the originals. And like, even in when we were in speedrunning tournaments together. But I, believe it or not, skipped the PS3. I had a PS1, 2, and 4. But I did not have a 3. And I didn't even know till like way after the 3 was like old news that you could get the classic ones digitally on it. I do have all my old copies for PS1, and I totally, don't judge me, but every time I see a copy of Spyro 1, 2, or 3 in public for like under $30, with the booklet still, I try to snatch it up. I buy it, even though I already have several, because it comforts me to think that if they all stop working, maybe at least one still will. And what's funny about that is I don't actually play on the PS1 very often, because the PS1 that I have has a controller issue that I need to figure out, and the controller doesn't always work. But yeah, I don't even play it physically. I usually use my emulator, but I still like to buy the physical copies when I can track them down, especially if they have the booklet, because I was silly when I was a kid and I tore the booklet up and hung it on my wall like a poster. See, those orbs were bouncing. What was wrong with the Summer Forest orbs, bro? And why is my chair like showing? Am I not sitting right? Probably not. Still have PS2 games, run them on emulator on my PC via DVD disk drive. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. I have, well, I'm trying to figure out how to get EPSXE2 to work. I'm having more trouble setting it up. I use DuckStation for PS1 and I really like it because it was easier. But I want EPSXE2 because I want to play the definitive edition of Spyro Enter the Dragonfly that I believe, is it Mr. My brain is saying it's Mr. Fox, but that feels like it might not be it. I don't know. Made that like overhaul of Enter the Dragonfly where they fixed like a lot of the issues, and I really want to play it, but I need to get EPSXE2 working before that can happen. So I definitely want to do a full Let's Play of that, because I'm one of those people who actually loved the concept of Enter the Dragonfly. It was just the brokenness in the gameplay that made it kind of a buzzkill. So the fact that they're fixing that, and I've seen my friend Project Darkshine, they've got some really good playthroughs. If you guys are interested, it's I think it is just Project Darkshine for the username, but I've been watching them stream, and it looks really good. The definitive edition of ETD does. It looks pretty awesome. I know, Ruffles, you want me to come to bed. Yeah. I know. I'm being a terrible mother. Come here. You wanting to jump on me? Or just sit there and yell at me? Oh gosh, I didn't mean to do that, but honestly it was kind of satisfying. Wait, what does he say?
I would love to let you enter this speedway free of charge, Spyro. Love to.
Wait. Are you paid for it? Yo, he just talked to me. Do you guys see this? Yeah, money grubbing cheapskate. Absolutely extra right now. I already paid for it. The dialogue a second ago was what he's supposed to say once you've paid for it. And then I went back to him again, and it's trying to make me pay for it. I wonder if it would actually take my money. That would screw up the whole game, wouldn't it? I mean, it's there. Wow. Should I do it just to see what it does? Will it break the game? Ruffles is telling me what she thinks I should do, but I don't know if I agree with her. I don't know. Maybe we'll take a walk and think about it. How funny. Come on, baby. Just jump. You can come over here. Come on. Yeah. You can join the stream if you want. Here. You're gonna be silly about it. I'll pick you up. Oh. This is a 13-pounder I've got in my lap. I don't know why she's yelling. Tail's swishing in my face. Hi. Oh, I should probably quit for real this time, guys. I know I keep saying that, but yeah, the game just glitched. Okay, I'm kind of curious if it would still let me pay, but yeah, so I think I'm gonna wrap up, guys. I've been streaming for 2 hours and 10 minutes. It's 11:33 here, and I like to be in by midnight for work. So, thank you all so much for watching. I have a video that I worked really hard on coming out in the morning. If you guys want to check it out, it's a top 10 video. I'll leave the exact content as a surprise, but I put a lot of work and time into it, so if you're interested, that'd be cool. Mega Vigor, I appreciate you stopping by and dropping some really cool facts about, Allura, and telling me some stuff that I didn't know. Yeah, I am in the same time zone as you. Eastern Standard Time? Or is it Daylight Savings now? I always get that confused, but yeah. ET. I always omit the middle letter because I don't really know which one is applicable right now, but yeah, same time zone. That's awesome. But thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. Thank you for contributing to the chat. It's been awesome. And yeah, if you check out that video tomorrow, please let me know if you like it. That would really mean a lot, so that way I can know if I can do more or if I should do more. But thank you all so much for watching. I'll see y'all soon. Have a great night, Mega Vigor, because we're in the same time zone, and everybody else, have a good night or day depending on where you're at. See y'all.